The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched, they must be felt with the heart. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one that has been opened for us. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. I must not fail to do the something that I can do. The place between your comfort zone and your dream is where life takes place. Your success and happiness lies in you. Resolve to keep happy, and your joy and you shall form an invincible host against difficulties. Things must be felt with the heart. The struggle of life is one of our greatest blessings. It makes us patient, sensitive, and godlike. It teaches us that although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it. We are never really happy until we try to brighten the lives of others. Hope sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible. Faith reinvigorates the will, enriches the affections, and awakens a sense of creativeness. Active faith knows no fear, and it is a safeguard to me against cynicism and despair. You will succeed if you persevere, and you will find joy in overcoming obstacles. We can do anything we want to if we stick to it long enough. A bend in the road is not the end of the road, unless you fail to make the turn. Better to be blind and see with your heart, than to have two good eyes and see nothing. No smile is as beautiful as the one that struggles through tears. 4 things to learn in life: to think clearly without hurry or confusion, to love everybody sincerely, to act in everything with the highest motives, to trust God unhesitatingly. The highest result of education is tolerance. The test of a democracy is not the magnificence of buildings or the speed of automobiles or the efficiency of air transportation, but rather the care given to the welfare of all the people. Self-pity is our worst enemy, and if we yield to it, we can never do anything wise in this world. It is wonderful how much time good people spend fighting the devil. If they would only expend the same amount of energy loving their fellow men, the devil would die in his own tracks of ennui. Knowledge is love and light and vision. Until the great mass of the people shall be filled with the sense of responsibility for each other's welfare, social justice can never be attained. It is for us to pray not for tasks equal to our powers, but for powers equal to our tasks, to go forward with a great desire forever beating at the door of our hearts as we travel toward our distant goal. Making a mistake is falling down, failure is not getting up again. I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you and me in our darkest hours, to show us how to live, to teach us how to give, to guide us with the light of love. Your success and happiness lie in you. External conditions are the accidents of life, its outer trappings. Fear, the best way out is through. Even if you have a problem, you don't need to be one. A person who is severely impaired never knows his hidden sources of strength until he is treated like a normal human being and encouraged to shape his own life. Self-pity is our worst enemy, and if we yield to it, we can never do anything wise in this world. The true test of a character is to face hard conditions with the determination to make them better. A happy life consists not in the absence, but in the mastery of hardships. All the world is full of suffering. It is also full of overcoming. There is beauty in everything, even in silence and darkness. A well-educated mind will always have more questions than answers. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. The simplest way to be happy is to do good. Face your deficiencies and acknowledge them, but do not let them master you. Let them teach you patience, sweetness, insight. There is no better way to thank God for your sight than by giving a helping hand to someone in the dark. People do not like to think. If one thinks, one must reach conclusions. Conclusions are not always pleasant. When all you can feel are the shadows, turn your face towards the sun. The power of effecting changes for the better is within ourselves, not in the favorableness of circumstances. So much has been given me, I have no time to ponder over that which has been denied. The most beautiful world is always entered through imagination. One can never consent to creep when one feels an impulse to soar. The best things in life are unseen, that's why we close our eyes when we kiss, cry, and dream. The best educated human being is the one who understands most about the life in which he is placed. Walking with a friend in the dark is better than walking alone in the light. What we have once enjoyed we can never lose. All that we love deeply becomes a part of us. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence, and I learn, whatever state I may be in, therein to be content. We could never learn to be brave and patient, if there were only joy in the world. True happiness is not attained through self-gratification, but through fidelity to a worthy purpose. What I am looking for is not out there, it is in me. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. The fearful are caught as often as the bold. One can never consent to creep when one feels an impulse to soar. Life is either a great adventure or nothing. When we do the best that we can, we never know what miracle is wrought in our life, or in the life of another. Faith is the strength by which a shattered world shall emerge into the light. To me, a lush carpet of pine needles or spongy grass is more welcome than the most luxurious Persian rug. No pessimist ever discovered the secret of the stars, or sailed to an uncharted land, or opened a new doorway for the human spirit. Life is an exciting business, and most exciting when it is lived for others. The heresy of one age becomes the orthodoxy of the next. Smell is a potent wizard that transports you across thousands of miles in all the years you have lived. What a blind person needs is not a teacher but another self. No one has a right to consume happiness without producing it. Of all the senses, sight must be the most delightful. While they were saying among themselves it cannot be done, it was done. It is hard to interest those who have everything in those who have nothing. College isn't the place to go for ideas. My share of the work may be limited, but the fact that it is work makes it precious.